Hey everybody, Alex Kazora, SteelersDepot.com, back with some Pittsburgh Steelers recap and analysis of the Pittsburgh Steelers' absurd, wild, but a win, 17-10, conventional score, unconventional game. Let's talk about it. With the win, the Pittsburgh Steelers, your AFC North leaders, moved to 3-2 on the season. The Baltimore Ravens dropped to 3-2 as well, but Pittsburgh, of course, having tiebreaker now. I feel like every time I do one of these videos, I'm just kind of in this haze of where to begin, how to begin to describe this game. I describe it as Steelers-Ravens, and that's why I picked Pittsburgh to win this game, not because I had some sort of great insight about a particular performance or schematic advantage. It's just Steelers-Ravens. They're close, they're messy, they always come down to at least the final 5 minutes, often the final minute of the game. In this one, this matchup checked all those boxes. You guys know the deal. Defense, keeping the score down. The Ravens certainly had their fair share of self-inflicted wounds. Had they just made pretty routine plays, this one is likely a blowout in Baltimore's favor, but Pittsburgh got stops. They made splash plays defensively, in the offense, which was dismal through really the first three quarters, came alive late in the game and found a way to win off the 41-yard touchdown from Kenny Pickett to George Pickens. So offensively, mess early, can't get things going, can't get into a rhythm. The run game was not good, but I thought basically the best case scenario of what it would be, where it wasn't completely invisible and there was some movement up front and they weren't always in third and forever, but it didn't really change the results overall. Only a sad Chris Boswell field goal, the only points of the first half in this one, but made plays late when he had to, and that's kind of the story here. Jaylen Warren ran hard. He came up big on third downs with some of the catches in the flat where Ravens were playing the sticks and Warren had to break a tackle and run to the sideline and make those kind of impact plays. That was huge. I think the O-line protected well and probably don't give them enough credit, when we talk about this game initially watching it live, especially late when Pittsburgh had the pass and when they were down, 10-8 and that whole situation. I thought Broderick Jones seemed to hold his own. Core for at right tackle. Sayamalu Cole looked shaky at center, but we'll have to really check the all-22 on that. But overall, offense making plays, George Pickens. And this was the thing I had written about for the site earlier this week, that one problem with Kenny Pickett, or why he struggled so much, was he wasn't hitting the sideline throws to George Pickens last year. All the jump balls, the back shoulders, they weren't there. Defenses, I thought, were taking those away. They were rolling coverage to Pickens. He was doubled. There weren't those opportunities because when Pickett has it, he is throwing that almost every single time. And for whatever reason, Baltimore seemed to leave Pickens singled up more often, maybe because they were blitzing more or whatever the decision was, and you saw a lot of back shoulders and, of course, a touchdown for 41 yards on that cover zero all-out blitz to beat Marlon Humphrey, a very talented corner, for the touchdown. So that was the kind of game that Pickens needed, the kind of game that Pickett needed, not only from a production standpoint, but just a schematic look standpoint, and so that was critical. Defensively, the results are good. You hold Baltimore to 10 points. That's a potent offense that looked really strong, and they were getting healthier. Their receivers were healthy. Their tackles at left tackle was healthy. The right tackle had missed this game, Morgan Moses, but they had a reliable guy, Macari, step in. Again, Baltimore, ton of missed chances. The drops were endless. Aguilar, Bateman, they dropped touchdowns. They do those things. Much different story in this game, but you take it. And the pass rush won late for Pittsburgh. Alex Highsmith, just strip sack fumble. Just that's the kind of guy that he is. Ball searching, I thought, was something Pittsburgh did in this game, whether it was Ogunjobi with a great effort to punch that ball out of Justice Hill's hand, recovered by Pittsburgh, and then Highsmith, strip sack fumble on Lamar Jackson, recovered by TJ Watt. So not just making some of those effort plays or winning a pass rush, but taking the ball away. Such a critical component. Reduce possessions, keep the score down, give yourself a short field offensively. Those things are really important, especially for where Pittsburgh is at. Got to mention Joey Porter Jr. as well. The interception, the jump ball after the Gunnar Olszewski fumble, punt return. Great play there. So thankful we're talking about Porter and not, lamenting about another missed opportunity, misplay by Olszewski. So certainly, no one's happier about that play of Porter than Gunnar Olszewski is. So you take that. Just young guys making plays. Good to see Porter get some more playing time. That's going to continue going forward. They can't that toothpaste cannot go back into the tube of him not having a role in base and nickel packages. And so took longer than probably it should have, but they finally made an adjustment there because he just was not playing in the first half, playing in dime-only situations. So that was, again, impact plays, and Pittsburgh has really done well against Lamar Jackson. Finally, have to mention special teams. You guys know me. I love myself some special teams. Miles Killebrew, punt block. That's all this dude does, and I mean that in the best way possible, of course. Block punts, change games. This one had a very much a 2021 Week 1 win over the Buffalo Bills kind of vibe, where Pittsburgh's the underdog. The first half is pretty messy. Pittsburgh hangs around, the score stays down, and then fourth quarter, punt block. I think that was actually a touchdown. This one was a safety, but changes the tone of the game. Offense gets a spark. They hit a big play, and it happened in both of those games. So that's kind of the vibe I get from this one, was 2021 opener at Buffalo. Of course, this one at home, but similar circumstances all the same. So have to go back into the film on that one, but great execution, great call, and a big result. So while it's ugly and messy and surprising in some ways for the Pittsburgh Steelers, to get the win is all that really matters here. 3-2 at the bye, can get healthy. Pickett can get healthy. Maybe Deontay Johnson, Cam Hayward, maybe some guys can come back. They had a bunch of guys who were hurt in this game who did not play. Freiermuth and Daniels and Leal, more others. So Harvin. So that's going to be important there. So I'll wrap things up. We'll have to go through the tape. Have a lot of time now with the bye to really sit on this. And certainly you'd much rather be enjoying the win through the bye than dwelling on a loss. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you guys watching. Please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate that. And you guys will catch all the content over the week. Thank you again, and we'll talk to you soon.